account. So once you've gone to your vccryptonation.com and you scroll down to the bottom and you created your account and you watched the welcome video and then you came down here, created your Bitunix account, and you have that all set up. The next thing for you to do is to fund your account so that you can make some trades and get yourself set up in the Discord to get your free indicators, access to the Discord, and copy trading. So this way you can just literally copy trades. So what you do here is there's a little square here. This is your wallet. And then you'll see a spot account. So go to your top right here, click on your little wallet area right there, and you'll see where it says spot. Click on spot. And this is just basically your section where you basically think of it as your main area. Your spot is where it's like your deposits, withdrawals, everything that you want to do, everything that you are moving around. This is it. So if you want to add or withdraw, here's where you deposit and you withdraw any coin that you want. So technically here what you want to do is you don't want to buy any crypto on here because then you're paying extra fees through a lot of different companies. This is very simple. So to get set up is you want to go to a site called crypto.com, and crypto.com is a very simple place uh, to get yourself set up. So this is the main account that we use or most people use, or any exchange like this. Another one would be um, one that people use is Coinbase, for example. We don't use Coinbase because the fees are too crazy. So we use crypto.com, which is the sponsor of the LA Lakers Stadium. Crypto.com, F1, you know, all that stuff. So once you come here, you log in, create an account. When you create an account on crypto.com, it's going to ask you for your ID, your license, and you connect your debit card. Once you do that, right? Just like that, this is the one we use. You can use Coinbase, or if you already have Kraken, whatever you do, whatever, these are the ones you connect to your bank account, and you simply buy a coin called Solana. So the reason why is because Solana is super cheap to move and it only works on the Solana network. So once you buy Solana on your crypto.com, Kraken, or Coinbase, you then head over to your Bitunix account and you type in right here Solana. And once you find Solana, you slide to the right and you put deposit because you need to fund it. So to fund it is very simple. You're going to fund your Solana, right? And then when you do that, you'll see right here the network you're going to use is Solana, right? So it's very simple. Solana on Solana. And then this has your address right here. So you simply just copy this address right here. Got it. Make sure you do it twice. And what you always want to do is make sure that you're just checking the first two and the last two. So GWWX. Now you're going to head back over to your crypto.com, your Kraken, your Coinbase, or whatever you have, and you're going to buy Solana or convert other coins into Solana, and then you're going to withdraw or send to your Bitunix Solana address, which is this deposit address right here. So that's what you're going to do. Withdraw to this address, send to this address. That is it. So you buy on crypto.com Solana, then you withdraw the Solana and you send it to your address here. Now, you always want to run a test to make sure that you're doing it correctly. So the very first time you do it for like $5, equivalent of $5 or something like that. And then, send it and then make sure that you receive it. Something very small, so that's a minimum deposit is 0.001. So send 0.001 SOL. It says right here your minimum deposit. And then send that. So whatever you bought, do a minimum deposit of that just to make sure that you are doing it correctly, and then move up to a slightly bigger amount. And then once you've done it 2 or 3 times and you feel comfortable, then simply, continue on. But that's what you want to do anytime that you are doing a withdrawal. Now, once you do that, it will pop up inside of your account here And I'm going to trade this into Solana real quick. So just so you can understand, let's say that if I had, let's say that I set myself Solana. So Solana, and I'm just going to show you what we would do here. Once I receive Solana, it'll be right here, whatever amount I've sent, $100 or whatever I'm doing, it'll be right there. Now, once I receive it, I need to turn it into USDT, right? The reason why is because in order to transfer over to your futures account, right, meaning spot to future, it only moves USDT to trade with, right? Let me see if I can spot to future. Submitting, and I'm going to go look here because normally I just move USDT, and sometimes they've updated their Christmas gifts, Bitnex traders. Okay, that's all these bonuses. So you got all this new cool stuff, and you can take the time to read that, way things are happening, and you can see right here, I don't have any. See how it says currency balance, etc. USDT right here. Well, because I sent Solana, I actually don't have a balance here. So what I need to do here is I need to transfer back from futures back to spot. I need to transfer back all the Solana because it's not what you use to trade. So you want to make sure that you're using the correct coin to trade here, which would be USDT. So once you receive your Solana, you want to go ahead and trade right here. And you're going to trade SOL Solana to USDT. And all you're going to do is hit market order, right? And you're going to go to sell. And you're going to sell 100% of your Solana. You're going to head back over to your spot account, and now it is USDT. That you can now transfer over to your from your spot account to your futures. Send it over there, and now when you go to futures, you will see that you can now trade, right? It should pop up here with some type of currency in the USD. There you go. So now if we're placing trades or whatever we're doing, we now have that amount. So you want to do something like $50 or $100, and that way you have that in there. And then basically you're going to make sure that whatever coin you're trading on, whether whatever it is, let's say you're trading Bitcoin, just make sure every time you go to a coin, you make sure that you change it to isolated, so that way it's only the money that you're putting in and it's not available. Cross means that it can take from your entire account until it's empty. You don't want that to happen because like on October 10th when that big dip happened, that could have wiped out your account. So basically, set up here, you would just say, you make sure every trade you do, you put the isolated, and then from there, you just start making your trade. So right now, let's say we're going to do a Doge trade. So let's go over to Doge, D-O-G-E, click on it. We're going to short it. So we're just going to make sure that we're a little bit cheaper than the current price. Make sure cross is changed to isolated as soon as you get there. And then we're going to open up a nice little short here. And there you go. Start making your trades. And then once you got your trades going, make sure no matter what you do, you always put your stop loss, whatever it is, take profit, etc. So now you have your trades going, guys, and you're operating. So you want to make sure once you do that, your account is funded, you're ready to go. Make sure you're going back to your Discord and going over to your new member area, sliding down to your Bitnex area, and you're going to basically make sure under indicators that you're giving your information, right? Because they're going to check indicator info. This is going to be your user ID number and your trading view username so that we can get you upgraded so you can get your free indicators and start accessing the ability to basically use the indicators. And the other thing you want to do is this will allow you to get into copy trading as well, right? So that is the simple setup for you. Copy trading is very simple. You go over here, there are futures, you'll see all this up here. Under futures, you'll see a thing called copy trading. Click on copy trading, and then this is where you can find copy trading. If you have a private copy trading, click on that, and you have a private password, put the private password in there, and you can start copying. For instance, In our section, we have guys that are copy trading here. Um, and somewhere in here, they would put their personal copy trading password, and then you would just throw that in there. Or ask the guys for the copy trading password, and then once you find it, you can throw that password in there. I'm not seeing one any recently. Um, but yeah, that's how you find them in there. I can't find. Oh, so here's a code that you can use. But yeah, they'll have the codes. But like I said, you put your copy code in there, and that'll find the person that you're looking to copy, and that's it. You confirm them, and that is how you set up your copy trading as well. Other than that, guys, good luck. God bless. That is how you fund your account and get going on your BitNex account. So other than that, good luck. God bless. Have a good day. If you have any more questions, like I said, go to the free chat inside of the Discord. You can find all your information at VC Crypto Nation.